Okay, so welcome you all once again into this session. So today what we are going to see about list, how to create list in our HTML and how to create tables. So let's start with first topic, that is list. So for that I have already created my file, that is my list.html over here, and let's begin. So I'm just starting with my boilerplate over here, and over here I need to change the title. I just want to put it as list. Okay, so what is list? Basically what we are going to learn today is something like, whenever suppose if you are going for shopping or something, or anywhere, if you are planning to go for any picnic or something, so what you do, you create some checklist. Okay, you make some shopping list, that I want to purchase these things today, or if I'm traveling to this place, so I need to have these things in my bag. Okay, so these are all the things which we make as a list. Okay, and there are different types of list we can create. Some people write um, some list like, they will be starting with, okay, number one dot, suppose jeans. Okay, they will be writing then again number two dot, okay, shoes. Wow, my VS Code is very smart. Number three dot, it's not giving me the next option. Okay, fine. So what I can do, t-shirt. Okay, something like that. If I'm making, some people will make something like, they will write some star, okay, in front of these items whatever we want to purchase or carry. Okay, or some will write something like circle. They will circle that particular numbers. Okay, they will circle that, or they will use some other things as a bullet points. Okay, so there are a number of ways how to create a list. So we are going to see in HTML three types of list. Okay, so let's start with first type, that is called unordered list. Okay, so I'm just starting with my h1 tag, and over here I'll be writing as unordered list. The name only says that unordered list, like it won't be having any order. Okay, it won't be having any order. That means it will be having some bullet points, which will be something like, we can say some circle or some dot, something like that we will be having. Okay, so let's see how we create this thing. So for creating this, we can say as a shortcut of unordered list is UL, we can say something like that, unordered list. Okay, so we are going to see this one first. So what I can do, I can just start my live preview over here. Okay, so first of all what I'll do, let me just have that styling. I want to change the body background color to black. Okay, and I want to put color as color of what, color of the text whatever I'll be putting on my HTML body should be white, and the background color of my body should be black. So I have put these two things over here. So now I'm just starting with my list. Okay, so over here suppose I want to create a shopping list. Okay, so I'm just starting with my h3 tag over here, shopping list. Okay, so I have just created that, and after that I'll be starting with my UL tag. Okay, so see what will be the difference between all the three lists. UL will be the tag which we'll be using to create a UL tag, and inside that we will be using li is basically list item. Okay, this will be same for um, both the list, like unordered list and the second one is ordered list. Okay, so over here I'm using li, that is list item. We have started here, we are saying our browser that we are starting, we are we want to create an unordered list with this particular tag, and with this particular tag we are asking our browser to show the content whatever we'll be writing over here. So by default we are getting milk, so I'll just make it milk only, and after that I'm just starting with my second list item. Okay, so suppose I want to have sugar. Okay, third one I want to create as suppose tea. Okay, so all these things are listed in my shopping list. Okay, so over here you can see, as I said that this is unordered list, we won't be getting any numbering over here. So what we are getting over here, we are getting some um, bullets. Okay, bullets. By default we will be getting a circle. Okay, this is a circle basically, we can say. No, we can say basically this is a disk. Okay, if we open it on live server, then we will be able to see it properly. I'm making it large, so you can see over here this is looking like a disk basically. Okay, circle will be something else, like inside this we will be having a space. Okay, that will be circle. So how to get all those things, let me just have this thing over here so that we get all the desired outputs whatever we want. Okay, that's it. So over here we have this thing. So now next I want to change the bullets of this unordered list. So what I can do, I can ask our browser in UL tag, like I want style of what, list style type should be what. We can see over here we have n number, not n number, we have few types of bullets, so we can select one of them. Suppose I want circle, see the difference. Now we have a circle over here, this is called circle, and the one which was already there, that is called disk. Okay, this is called disk, and we have other things as well in this category. Okay, what we have square as well. Okay, you can see square over here. What we else we have suppose symbols. If I put percent, okay, it should oops, it's not showing me the symbols. Why it's not showing? Okay, so what I'll be using, I think I'm using wrong format. Okay, so what I can do over here, very well, I think you should be aware of chat GPT. Okay, nowadays I'm using chat GPT to find the solutions of my errors in code from chat GPT. So you all can also use this. Okay, the syntax what I was using, that was this should be this. Okay, I was using wrong syntax. Okay, it was list style type colon, it should be within the quotes, we should have that particular symbol. Okay, so what we will be doing, we will be changing it to oops. So now you can see over here we are getting hash mark. Okay, over here if I change it to dollar, I'll be getting dollar as well. So you can change whatever you want to use as per this syntax. Okay, so this is the first thing what we are learning in unordered listing. And what we can do something else as well. Like if we want sugar, okay, there can be 2 or 3 types of sugars available in the market. So what you can do, you can sub you can create a tree of list items. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to again start with a ul tag over here under sugar. Okay, under sugar, and I'll be starting with first sugar type. Okay, suppose I want brown type sugar. Okay, now next I want crystal type sugar, something like that. And over here as well, we can very well change the list style. Okay, so over here what I will do, style, list style type, I can use anything. Like over here let's have square. So you can see, you can understand from here, like I want to shop for milk, I want to shop for sugar, but that sugar should be of 2 types. First one should be of brown type sugar, and second should be crystal type of sugar. I'm just referring to the normal sugar over here under crystal type sugar. Okay, and the third item is our tea. Okay, if you have any priority for tea as well, you can mention all those things under sublisting. Okay, and further you can just bifurcate this brown type sugar into further categories as well. So this is not something like what we are seeing, like we will be able to create the um, shopping list only. Whatever we want to create, like if you are creating any suppose if you are creating your family tree or something like that. Okay, if you are creating some tree type of thing, you can very well use unordered list. Is it clear, everyone? Just let me know in the chat box, please. Okay, and one more thing, like this chat gpt. Okay, so I think you all are aware of chat gpt. If not, just let me know so that I can help you out with that as well. Okay, fine. So let's start with our next list type, that is our ordered list. It will be OL. Okay, again I'm creating a list which will be something like over here I should have h1. Okay, and over here I can have h3 checklist. Okay, this is my checklist. What I'm going to I can write something like picnic. Okay, checklist. Okay, over here what I'll be doing, I'll be starting with OL tag ordered list. I'm asking our browser to start our order list. Okay, now inside that what we will be doing, we will be again doing the same thing like li list item. As you can see over here on the right hand side, we already got number one. By default, when we start with our ordered list, we will be getting numbers like normal number, okay, one. And when we start with our unordered list, we will be getting a disk by default. Okay, so suppose I am writing t-shirt. Did I take my t-shirt? Okay, let's have another thing, jeans. Okay, um playing kit. Okay, something like that. Only three items I am adding over here. So over here also what you can do, you can change the type as well. Like this bullet points, what we are getting as numbers 1, 2, 3, you can change that to something else as well. Okay. So what we can do over here, we can change it to into type should be, as soon as we type, we are getting these options. Okay. What we can have numbers, upper letters, smaller letters. Okay, and this is italic, capital italic, and we can say small letter italic, something like that. Okay, over here you can see if I write I'll be having small letter italic, or if I write A, capital A, I'll be having further small capital A, capital B, capital C. And in this also, what we can do, we can create our list. It is not like that we can create inside OL, we will be able to create only OL, we can create UL as well. Okay, in this, what I'm going to do, t-shirt, round neck, we can have v-neck, both. And over here, we can have style type, list style type as whatever we want, lower alpha. Okay, AB, small letters AB, we are getting over here. And what we have else, we have something like uh, let's have lower Greek, alpha beta, we are getting over here, something like that we can do over here. So these are the two types of list what we can have in our HTML. The next type is description list, basically we can say. Okay, that is called description list, and that is something like you might have seen like some data, some text is written over here, and we want few people write something like that only. Okay, if they want to write some definition, something of any particular keyword. Okay, so what they do, they write that particular keyword over here, and they do not start from here, they do not start from here, they will have some indentation, okay, some space over here, and after that from here they will start writing the definition of that particular content. Okay, so we will be using this description list to achieve that thing. Okay, so now next what we are going to see, that is will be description list. So over here, I'm just starting with my h1 tag. Okay. Under that, I'll be writing description list. Okay. And after that, I'll be having my h3 tag. Let me make it a little bit smaller. Okay. Okay. Description list. So what we should have, web designing. Okay. Web designing is my topic. Okay. Inside that, what I have some terms for which I want to have I want to create the description list, so that I should have the term, and below that I should have the description of that. Something like that I want to create. So for creating a description list, we will be using DL tag. Okay, DL tag. So for that, let's start with that. We have DL tag over here. Okay. After that, what we want to do, we want to use description term. What should be the description term? Suppose I want to write HTML. Okay. You can see over here, we got HTML over here. Now, below that, what we will be having? We will be having description. Okay. So the tag is DD, and for writing the description term, we will be using DT. Okay. This is a hypertext markup language. Okay. Something like that I have written. Okay. Suppose I want another term, then I can start with DT. CSS. Okay. CSS I started with, and over here I'll be writing DD to put the description of CSS. What is the description of CSS? So I can use this is used to make the elements on our page attractive. Something like that. Okay. After that, we will start with our DT. Okay. Suppose we have JavaScript. Okay. Next. Wow. Can you see that? I have written only JavaScript. When I started with HTML, I was getting suggestion of CSS, and as soon as I completed my CSS, I got a suggestion for JavaScript as well. As soon as I completed that tag, I am getting this suggestion. If I hit tab, I'll be getting this particular text. This is used to make our page interactive, and this is the correct description as well. Okay, so this is the power of VS Code editor. Okay, so this is it. You can see over here we have used three list types over here. First one was unordered list, second was ordered list, and third one was description list. Is it clear, everyone? Any doubts or something, just let me know in the chat box. Okay. Okay. This is something like when we want to start with description list. Okay. Description list means what we want in that. We want a term, description term. Okay, so that is why we have a tag which is called dt, in which we will be writing the content for which we want to have the description. So over here we are having dt tag, and inside that we are writing html. Okay, below that we have to write the description of this particular description term. Okay, so in that scenario we are going to use dd for description of this particular term. If we use this tag dd and write any content inside that, that will be having some indentation, and that data will be displayed on our web page. Is it clear now? Okay, okay, thank you. So this was all about our list. Okay, list items what we have in html. Okay, so this is it. I think you all can just work on it and make it more attractive, and you can just may use this list, different three different types of list, to generate different types of list as and when required. Okay, so over here, as I said, that if you want to create um, a tree or something of anything, you can use this list types. Okay, and you can very well create those things in. Okay, so now what we are going to do, we are going to start with our next topic, that is table. So let me just close this file. Let me start with our new file, my table. I'm just writing my table dot html. Okay, why I'm writing over here my table? Because table is a tag. Okay, table is a tag, so I do not want to confuse my VS Code. Okay, so it is better like we should not use tag names for any particular file names. That is why I'm adding my table. Okay, for this particular file. Yeah, tell me, Shivam, tell me what is the question. Subscript and superscript, yeah, we I think we covered yesterday these things, these two tags. So what is the question? Indentation gives the error. So that I'm not getting what you're saying. Where you are giving indentation? And Shivam, just let me know what you want to understand about subscript and superscript. What you all can do, I think you all can unmute yourself, and you can very well ask your questions. No doubts, no issues.
Yes, sir. Sir, actually I did not understand super and subscript. So please repeat
Okay, okay, no worries.
because tomorrow I am absent.
Okay, okay, no worries. So I can do that as well. Okay. So what was the purpose of using that super and superscript and subscript? Is that suppose if you want some data like over here, let me just start my tag. Okay, let me open this page on live server. No, Sudipta, over here there is no need to have some indentation or something like that. Okay, no need to have that. If you have that indentation, then that will be ignored as well. Okay, the white spaces, that will be ignored. That is different thing, like that is Python is altogether different language. Okay, so that is the syntax of that particular language. So over there we require indentation. Okay, that is a syntax basically. That is a requirement. Over here we do not have. Like over here you can see, I have body tag over here. I can start my writing from here as well, or I can start writing from here as well. It does not matter. Okay, but the best practice is that we should have, we should start from here. That's it. That is a good practice. That's it overall. Okay, so let's start. So as Shubham asked, what is superscript and subscript? So let me have one more thing. I want to write, I had given this example only yesterday, water formula. Okay, water formula. So water formula is something like H2O. So let me just have a paragraph. Inside that I'll be writing H2O. Okay, this is the formula of water. Okay, but the thing is that this particular two should be little bit down. Okay, it so that it makes two molecules of hydrogen and one molecule of oxygen. Okay, you can very well search on internet water formula. Okay, you can see over here H2O. So we want something like this on our web page over here. It is not similar to this thing. So what we will do, we will make this number 2. Okay, they make this number 2 to come down with the help of SUB. Okay, so subscript SUB tag, what we have in HTML. You can see very well that now H, just below that we are getting 2, not on the same line we are getting that 2, and after that I can write O. So it's becoming like this formula H2O. Okay, now let me demonstrate what is superscript. Okay, over here, uh Pythagoras theorem. Okay, formula we can write. Oops, what happened? Okay, so we have this formula over here: a square plus b square equal to c square. Okay, if we want to have this formula, okay, on our page, so how we will be bringing this type of formula on our page? Let's see that. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to start with my h2 tag. Okay, Pythagorean theorem. Okay, I'm giving a heading to it, and after that I'm just starting with my paragraph tag. In some tag we should put that. Okay, so what I'm going to do over here, I'm going to have a, okay, and I want to have this number 2 little bit up, not in the same line. Okay, so what I'll be doing, I'll be using SUP. Okay, superscript, and I'll be writing 2 over here, and after that I'll be writing plus. Now let's see on our page how it is showing. It is showing something like this. So what I'll be doing again, plus b, it should be b, and after that we should have super. You can say, like, you can just assume for yourself, like super means what, it will be on top. Okay, subscript means what, we can say as a submarine. Submarine is where inside the C, something like that. You can just have some reference so that you can understand all the topics very much easily. Okay, so over here I'll be putting 2. You can see that I have a square plus b square. Now I'll be having equal to, okay, I can have equal to over here. Oops, what happened? Why it is showing like that? Equal to, okay, I did not close this thing. Okay, I have equal to, we have one question. Just a sec, let me just complete this thing, then I will get back to you as well. Okay, so what is the issue over here? Okay, so we have completed this. Now what I want to have C, and after that again I want to have superscript, okay, tag, and over here 2 I want. So we got our formula, Pythagorean formula, theorem, that is a square plus b square equal to c square. So this will be the way how we can show this particular Pythagorean formula on our web page. Is it clear? Who asked this question? Shubham. Is this clear, Shubham, now? Okay. And Sudipta, is it clear like what I explained you about the indentation difference between the Python language and the HTML? Okay. So what you can do over here, Dev, um, you can write your questions uh, to me. To me on the same video, like if you are all following that playlist what I have provided you all, what you can do, you can put your question in the comment box, okay, so that if I can provide the solutions in reply to that particular comment, so that the others, if they have similar kind of doubts or something, they can also clear their doubts. If you are providing me your doubts one by one, like if you are sending that on WhatsApp or email or something like that, then that will be between you and me only. So what I want your questions about each and every session on the same video, okay, in the form of comments, okay, so that I can just reply to that particular comment. It will help others as well to see like, oh yes, I was having the same doubt, so this is the solution. So they won't be coming to me again and again for the same type of doubts, basically we can say. Is it clear now, Dev? Yeah, please watch those videos, because I think we have explained everything like in a very detailed manner, so I think you will be able to get it. And if you're not getting any concept, okay, you can very well put your comments, you can put your doubts in the comment section, so that I can reply over there only, so that will be beneficial for others as well. Okay, thanks. So now let's start with our table tag. So before starting that, let me just uh, discuss few points about tables. Okay. So what I'll do, I'll create an Excel sheet over here. Okay. I have this particular Excel sheet over here. So what is table basically? Basically, we create tables in our Excel sheets only. So we want to now create tables on our web page as well, website as well. So what will be that table looking like on Excel, and what are the things involved in Excel and what are the things involved in HTML. We will just have a look on that. So now for table concept in HTML, we will first understand this. Okay. So if I want to create a table, so what I'll be having, I'll be having something like serial number. No, we do not have any WhatsApp group to discuss any doubts or something like that. Okay, so that is why I'm suggesting you all to just put on YouTube video only, that comment section, so that everyone else can see that. Okay, so what we are going to do over here, suppose I'm creating a table. Okay, so suppose I want to create a table of list of students. Okay, so first thing I should have serial number. After that, I should have name. Okay. After that, I should have the course for which they have enrolled for. Okay. After that, I can have mobile number. After that, I can have email ID. So what is this basically? This is basically the heading. Okay. Heading of my table. So all the headings of my table, I'll be keeping in bold. Okay, in Excel, if I'm creating any table or something like that, I'll be keeping all the headings, heading items, whatever I have written, in bold. And after that, um, I'll be writing the table data, like relevant data, I'll be writing just below that particular uh, heading. Okay, so over here I have serial number, so over here I'll be writing 1. Okay, I'll be starting with first serial number, and over here suppose I have ABC student, and suppose this person is from web designing. Okay, the course is web designing. Okay, now what is the mobile number? Its mobile number is 123. And what is email ID? Let's have email ID. So over here what I can do, I can use a formula, that is concatenate. Okay, concatenate, and this one, comma, at the rate, comma, codes, gmail.com, something like that, and close this. We got it. Okay, abc at gmail.com. So suppose if I have second student, mno. Okay, suppose let's have python only, python. Okay, here we have the mobile number as 456, and over here I'll be having an email id, mno at gmail.com, suppose. Okay, third one is something like xyz. Okay, and over here suppose that person is going for Java, suppose. Okay, and over here I have mobile number as 789, and over here I have email id as xyz at gmail.com. So we have all these things in a format over here. So what I'll be doing, I'll be making everything center. Okay, I'll be making everything centered. Depending upon person to person choice, they will be making something like that, or somebody can make something like this. Okay, next thing what I will be doing, I'll be having one border for all these things. So this is the thing what we create in our excels. So this we refer as what? Table, what we are creating in. So what was the uh, this is basically table what we create in any excel. If you want to create over here, what we will be having, we will be having the heading, and after that we will be having the relevant data of that particular heading. So let's have the questions. We have some questions in the chat. Sorry, today I was unable to join. I was able to make time running. So okay. So Varshni, where you stay, it's raining in your area. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Not an issue. I'll be sharing the video link, so you can just watch that video. You will be able to understand all the things. Uh, Okay, don't worry about that. And next, Ayushi is asking for concatenation. Okay, okay. The formula is that, okay, concatenation formula is something like this. Okay, we have to have equal to concatenate, that is a keyword. Okay, after that we have to start with our uh, parenthesis. No, we have a question, so we are good to go with that also, because whatever things we can learn from anywhere, we should learn that. So that is why we are just saying that. Okay. Eh, okay, so if you want me to explain some part of Python as well, I can do that as well, because this session is not dedicated to something. Over here what we are getting the things, uh, the topics, whatever. Suppose if you have doubts or something in any other things as well, we can clear that, but we will be concentrating on our topic basically. And this is a part of that, so I'm just explaining. Okay, so over here we have concatenate, and uh, this text will be coming from C3. Okay, what data I want over here. After that, what we have, we should have comma, and within the quotes we can put the character whatever we want over here. Okay, after that comma, we can have um, double quotes, and within that we can put another data whatever we want to put over here. Okay, something like that, and after that we have to close that parenthesis, so that we get this kind of email address generated automatically. And when we click over here, okay, it will be copied, this formula will be copied to each and every cell. Okay, and that relevant data will be replaced over here, and we will be getting an ID something like this. Is it clear, Ayushi? Just I'll just paste in the chat box, that will be easier for you all. Okay, I hope that this is clear. Okay, fine. So let's move on and continue with our table tag in our HTML now. Okay, we want to create similar kind of table in our HTML. Okay, so over here, what we are going to do, we are going to start with our boilerplate straight away. And over here, I'll be starting with my table tag. And over here, H1 students records. Okay, something like that I have written. Let's open it in live preview. Okay, live preview. Okay, now what I want to create, I want to create a table. So first of all, I'll be starting with a tag which is called table tag. Okay, table tag. Now over here in Excel, what we have to understand, over here you can see this line is called as row. This line is also called as row. This line is also called as row. The horizontal line is called as row, and the vertical lines are called as columns. Okay, and this individual thing is called as cell. Okay, so over here you can see, like, all the heading items whatever I have written over here, they are coming in a same row. Okay, so what we are going to do, we are going to create a row, and we will be putting all the table headings in that particular row. Okay, so we are going to just mimic this thing in our code. Over here, I'm just going to start with my table head. So we have a tag which is called T head. Okay, in that what we are doing, we are going to put all the heading items. Okay, heading items will be only the heading thing what we have, heading headings like heading terms what we are going to use basically. So just we have some bifurcation over here. Next will be table body, in which we will be writing our data, like this data over here. This data will be coming under table head. Okay, this data will be coming under table head, and this data, whole data will become coming under table body, t body, and this will be coming under t head. Okay, so we have created both the things now that are all empty. Now let's start first with tr tag. Okay, we are going to create a table row. Tr means table row. Okay, so inside that what we will be doing, we will be starting with our table heading. Okay, within tr, within table row, we will be starting with table head, th tag, and over here I'll be writing serial number. Okay, I have written that, and I want in the same row, I want what, I want name as well. So over here I'll be writing name. In the same row I want what, I want course. Okay, in same row I want mobile. In same row I want email. You can see very well we got everything over here. Okay, serial number, name, course, mobile, and email. Now this is done, this part is done, table head part is done. By default you can see, if we are writing any data in th tag, that will be by default in bold font. Okay, now let's start with our table data, whatever we want to put the students data over here. So we will be going under table body, and inside that we will be starting for the first student, we will be starting that table row. Okay, we are starting that table row. So putting that particular data, we have to use td. Okay, we have to use td, and the first serial number I want to put, you can see over here I have put first serial number, and after that what I'll be having, another td for name. Over here for name I want to create, you can see refer it as in the same order, like we have serial number, so we have serial number. Now we want name, so we will be creating another td. Inside that we are going to write abc. So we have got this name over here. Now what next we want table data, which is course name. So over here suppose we have web designing. Okay, that's it, that is done. Now we have to create another td, that will be having what, that will be having the mobile number, that is 123. Okay, the next td will have the email address. Okay, that will be something like abc@gmail.com. Okay, that is done. So we have created a tr, okay, for our first student. Okay, now we have to repeat the same thing for other students as well. So what we are going to do, we are going to go down this particular closing tr tag, and we want to create another tr tag. We want to start our another tr tag. Inside that we will again start with our td tag. Okay, td2. You can see over here under serial number we are getting second number as well. After that I'll be starting with td. Okay, I want to write the name as mno. Okay, and next second what is the course, let's have python. Okay, what was the mobile 456. Last one is email id, so mno@gmail.com. So what we have done over here, in the first tr table row, in the first table row we have put all the details of first student, which is relevant to all the headings. Okay, we have not interchanged anything, like we are not putting email address below mobile number, and we are not putting mobile number below email address. We have seen, we have taken the reference of this table headings from here, and accordingly we have created all those things, and we are getting everything fine till now. Okay, now what we are going to do, we are going to start another tr table row for another student. Okay, we have third student as well, so we will be starting with third student. Now over here td. Okay, over here what we had xyz. Okay, oops, xyz. Okay, so next what we want to do, we want to give java, I think. Yeah, and over here what we want to give 789. Over here what we want to give xyz@gmail.com. That's it. So now till now what we have done, we have created our table. Okay, we have created our table very well with our heading tag. Okay, headings we have over here, and over here we have our table data. Okay, we have over here our table data. Now what we want from this particular table, what we created over here is, we want the borders of each and every for each and every cell. So we are going to do that. That is a part of css, so we will look into that as well, because that is a requirement over here. Okay, so let's start with our internal css. Internal css means what? The css which will be written inside head tag. Okay, with the help of style tag. Okay, so over here what I am going to do, I am going to target first of all my t head. Okay, I am going to target my t head. T head means what? This tag. Okay, I want to give a background color to it. First of all, I want to give background color of let's have aquamarine. Okay, you can see very well we got aquamarine on our table head data, whatever we have. So we have targeted this particular table head. Inside that we have this th, all this th. So all the th have this aquamarine now as a background color. Okay, now we want to target our t body, so that each and every cell gets a different color. So over here what we are going to do, we are going to target t body. Okay, and over here I am going to give background color as something lighter color I want to give. Let's have bisque. Okay, now we got this particular table. This table is also looking good. Okay, but what we want to do, we want to uh, just copy this style, okay, of excel into our website. So what we are going to do now, we have to have one more thing, that is border. So first of all what we are going to do, we will be targeting our full table first of all. So I am writing table. Table should have a border. Okay, a border. Border will be having few values. First value will be thickness. So I am writing 2 pixels over here. Okay, what type of border we want? I want solid border. Okay, what should be the color of that border? It should be, suppose, red or brown we can give. Okay, that's fine. Red is fine. Okay, you all can see that. Now what I'm going to do, I am going to add this same border for everything else as well. So everything else means what? Till now what we have given, we have given border to our table only. So this outer border is visible over here. Now we want to give this th, this th, this th, all this th, and all this td data as well, a border. So what I'll be doing, I'll be making a comma over here. I'll be writing th. Now you can see all the ths also got this particular same border. Okay, 2 pixels solid red borders. Now I want to add td as well. So now you can see all the tds also got this particular borders. But the thing is that over here in Excel we have only single line, but in our website what we can see, we have double lines. Can you all see it properly? Just let me know in the chat box. If not, then I can just start with um, this in live server, like on browser I can start. Just anyone let me know whether you are able to see it properly or not. Or okay, okay, thank you. Okay, so what we want to do over here, we want to make it single line. Okay, it is looking like we have put some cells into it. Okay, so what we want to do, we want to create a table. So what we have to do, we have to collapse these two adjacent borders into one. Okay, all the adjacent borders should be collapsed. So we have a property which is called border collapse. Okay, and we are giving value as collapse. Collapse means just they are going to get merged. Okay, they are going to get merged into one line, single line. Now you can see very well. Let's have this color as black so that we get the same look what we were getting in our Excel. So we got this thing, and all the data is also aligned on the left hand side. If we want align the data like text alignment, okay, text align, suppose center I want, you can see very well everything is centered aligned now. Okay, what you want, give some padding. Okay, no worries. So what you can do, we can have some padding. Okay, so what I'll be doing, I'll be giving two values. Okay, so that we should have 5 pixels. Let's see, 5 pixels and 5 pixels. Let's have. Okay, is it fine, or should I increase it? Let's have 10, I think. Let's have 10 pixels, and let's have 10 pixels. So now we got this particular table, which is a table of our students, student record table. Okay, now one more thing I want to discuss over here. Okay, uh oops, we already crossed 11. Is it fine if, uh can you all give me 5 minutes more? Is it fine? There is a small topic which I want to discuss. Okay, okay, thank you. Okay, so what I want to do over here in this particular code, suppose over here you can see, suppose this particular students like ABC and MNO are going for only one course. Okay, similar course, basically they are going for similar course, and I do not want to write something like, suppose they are going for web designing, both the students are going for web designing. So what I can do, instead of writing web designing over here and over here as well, I can do merge cells. I can do merge cells. Yes, correct. We are going to see that only. Okay, so we are going to merge the cells over here, and suppose this particular student, XYZ student, does not have email ID. Okay, does not have email ID. So what we have to do, we want these two cells to be merged something like this. So over here you can see this is merged something like this, and this is merged something like this. Okay, this is merged, this is merging like columns, both the columns are merging. Over here you can see both the table rows are merging. Okay, so we are going to demonstrate this thing in our code as well. You might get some requirement of this as well, so I'm just showing it to you. Okay, so let's move over here. So what we want to have, Over here, this web designing should be only one time written. Okay, only one time I want this web designing to be written. So what I'll be doing, I'll be removing this uh, third TD of my second student, that is MNO. So let me find out that MNO. Where is MNO? Here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to comment out that particular thing first of all. So it will change the alignments or something like that. Don't worry about that. What we are going to do, we are going to, for the first student over here where we have our web designing, I am going to ask this particular TD row span, row span of 2, row span of 2. Row span means what? Please merge these two rows, merge two rows. Okay, if I ask over here to merge 3 rows, then see what happens. Over here we are getting all the 3 rows merged, but the thing is happening like over here you can see, over here we had Java, and that Java has shifted itself to mobile section, and mobile number is shifted to email, and email is shifted out of the box only. Okay, so we don't want that thing to happen, so we have to be very careful about that. So what we want over here, we want only these two students to have the same course. Okay, so we want only 2 rows to merge, so I have to give 2 numbers only. Okay, so we got over here one row and second row merged, and the same data is visible over here. So over here we can remove this data, but as a good habit, do not delete. If you have coded something in your code, just try to comment it out. Okay, now likewise what we are going to do, we are going to merge these two columns now, these two columns now, for this particular student, XYZ student. So what we are going to do over here, this student does not have email ID. Okay, this student has only mobile number, so I want to display this mobile number for my mobile head also, heading also, and for email ID heading also. So over here what I'll be using, I'll be using call span. Okay, call span of what? It will be also of 2, because we want to span 2 columns, like these 2 columns we want to span. Over here we wanted to span 2 rows, so we have done that over here. So what we can do, next thing, if you want to highlight this section, like the section which you have merged or something like that, so what you can do, you can very well do one more thing. Over here we can have one ID as well, or what we can do, we can provide a class. Okay, we can provide a class. Okay, over here suppose merged, I'm giving class name as merged, and I'll be copying the same class name. Okay, and I'll be putting over here as well, and I'll be now targeting this class name with the help of this selector. What was that? Merged. And over here I'll be giving background color as yellow. Let's give yellow. You can see very well, like everything is done till now. Is it clear everyone? Just let me know. Like we have cleared list types today, and we have worked on little bit on table also. So I hope that these are all the things, these are all the basic things what you should know before going for any advancement. So if you know all these things, you will be very well able to refer any documentation, and you can very well create customized table, customized list or something like that. So please practice all these things at your end, and clear your doubts, clear your uh, topic, and to get the proper understanding of all these things. Okay, no worries, no worries. We are just closing the session. So this is it for now. Okay, we will see our next topics. What we have next topic? We have forms. Okay, that is very important topic. So we will be covering that tomorrow. So all of you, please be present at 10 p.m. sharp. We will be starting with our forms. Okay, we will be creating form tomorrow, and after that we will be done with our HTML, and I'll be giving project also tomorrow only, so that we have some time to work on that particular project. So till then, good night everyone, see you all tomorrow.